I just had some real life responsibilities to actually take care of. You know, I had to go touch grass and
Who
get
has
some
a
fresh
who
air
has a
for a sec.
life, man?
But right now, breaking down, we got First Minion versus Status Who here in the Masters Premade division. So Thursday night action here in the Halo Rec League. Right off the start, what do you see, Shio?
I mean, we have strongholds. The camo is immediately picked up as well. So First Minion, I think, well, had that for a second. It is now down. It's going to be recharged strongholds coming your way to first thing out. This is a Masters Premade division game. So these players mostly between 1550 and 1700 CSR on the board for you right now as the shock rifle comes out. A nice scope shot there from Crop Dust and Mia. Status Who off to an early lead. Early trip cap as well, but First Minion is going to have their 1 point on the board, and they're going to secure C again. So you can see they're trying to make this work and try to at least break out. But, you know, Status Who doing a nice job right now of just containing them.
Yeah, C. So, excuse me, just getting back into the realm of things. First Minion doing a good job of pushing through long haul off their C plat spawns, not able to get complete control of B without, you know, dropping 2 members in that instance. Cobra goes down 2, now 3 right off the rip. I think all 4 members of Cobra have dropped in like the last 20 seconds or so. So that's going to be more points ticking in favor of Status Who just keeping it simple here, getting control of that top overhang area, getting control of glass, and making the opposing team just do predictable pushes.
Yeah, you can see that's a great pick there. So Slug is going to find 1 in the hall. It's now 75-1. So Status Who with commanding presence so far, doing a very good job as they're making their way inside of A here. You can see there's going to be players from First Minion on top of that. The shots are going to come through. Big kill there from Evaninator. That's gonna take me a moment here to register, but that is gonna be First Minion picking up B. They're finally, you know, almost trying to grab some extra points here, and I don't think they're trying to finish the player off in the back of batteries. Will get that player picked off. They're gonna be spawning up towards C, and you know, they had B for a moment, immediately reversed back the other way, and Evaninator is up to 7 kills. So, I mean, something tells me we're gonna be saying that name a lot, and it's gonna screw me up every single time right now.
Yeah, just like Andre, 3,000 goes down alongside 2 other teammates. So Status Who are in the back foot right now. Looks like Cobra and First Minion are trying to finally secure that B stronghold for what seems like the first time in an eternity. 99-6 is the score with about 3 minutes being played here. A nice elbow from Yeti onto the enemy in that red pipes, only to get taken out. Maybe a little average. Probably shouldn't have peaked Abso on that bat ledge, but then we transition to Slug here at that back hydro, trying to continue to hold down the C stronghold that seems to be a crucial part of First Minion's tactics.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing just a really good job of containing. UCB was mostly cap. It does get reset. Status Who is going to drop 2 players. And now it's going to be a chance here for First Minion to try and make a trip cap happen. They are going to pick up A. It does look like they'll lose B in the process. And this will force most of Status Who to be spawning out back pipes. So this is going to be, you know, good containment setup here from the side of First Minion. But they are losing C. Looks like they're doing a good job of at least exchanging that. They are on top of B here. So, you know, First Minion has a good chance to start bringing this one back. They're still 60 seconds down here. So they do have to keep that in mind, especially as they begin to lose B. You see Trusty working down bottom A here. And is going to find 1. Looking to make it a second. Is going to get the double with that BR. Looking to see if there's any more callouts from a teammate here. As they're going to be working their way back in towards the mid area, but it will be that B spot going over to Status Who. The camel's going to be picked up by Trusty, who's going to secure it, trying to make use of some hop-ups here, and is going to get over towards C side, it looks like. It's still 1 shot, and is barely going to get away. Oh, okay, I blew it. That's my fault. My fault. I said he got away, and then he didn't get away. That's my bad.
Yeah, First Minion go down 4 members, so it's going to be another sticky situation for them. Trusty is a name that I do recognize, so I do expect that player to kind of be the IGL for their team. Don't really have too much experience with Slug, Yeti, or Infraction. I do believe that it's my first time casting for them, so I hope that they are able to just look at the mountain that they're going to need to climb in Status Who and decide to just take it a step at a time, and that's what they're doing. A Slug with the shock rifle in hand tries to get the positioning to take the enemy out. at least gets the trade on to 3,000. I'm gonna refer to that player as 3,000. I like Andre 3,000. I've been listening to a lot of Outcasts, so that's what I'm gonna do and just play it safe right there. As First Minion are able to continue to score in what seems to be a tricky situation for Status Who, as they're doing a great job of fighting back onto that B stronghold. First Minion aren't able to be a thorn on Status Who's side for what could be just a crucial moment in this recharge stronghold.
Yeah, we can see, you know, BC will go in the hands of Status Who, and that's going to be a nice slide out from Slow, trying to make it two, is finessing around the pillar, and that's a great double kill there. And unfortunately, there's going to be a third, but a teammate will be there to support, leaving Yambo as the only survivor from Status Who in the moment. They are still up by 80 points, but First Minion is going to try to push this and regain some of this lead. There's going to be some cross-map shots, and, you know, Yeti is aware of the fact that there are players closing in here. They're going to, you know, cut the score in about half. It is going to be 157 to 76 here as we approach the 6-minute mark. The Status Who is going to pick up A, so you're going to see these points flipping over right now. You can see the Camel's going to be up, and Trusty is unfortunately not going to secure that one this time as the only player up from the team, and, you know, everyone else able to pick those ones up. The shock rifle is going to be in the hands of our Camo player here, and, you know, it's going to be a trip cap as well. They will be on towards C, so, you know, First Minion should at least secure that here. But unfortunately, the rest of the points still go in the way of Status Who. It is still ticking in their favor as they cross almost the 200 point mark here. You can see First Minion is going to have to get a little more desperate.
Yeah, First Minion were doing a good job of just keeping things close, but at some point Status Who just turned on the Jets and kept their playbook in mind. It feels like Status Who have just played a very disciplined game in holding that AB stronghold, while First Minion have not had too much strategy in adapting to what the other team is presenting in the moment. With the shock rifle in hands, Evanator gets a nice body shot, I believe, but gets taken out and hits the stick for another trade from Evanator. I think that's like the second or third time we've seen that player trade out an enemy, so definitely sweating already in the first match of this best-of-5 series.
Yeah, you can see as well here. C is going to transition back over. Doesn't look like First Minion is going to be in a position to really contest this. They're going to send one player, and they will go down. That was infraction. There's going to be dropping here, so that does leave, you know, the side of Status Who is going to cross the 225 mark. First Minion looking to be, you know, not even going to reach 100 at the rate that we're going right now. And you can see one player hopping over. Lost track of them completely here, as that will be finished off. And you can see right now, First Minion is in dire straits, especially as they're pressing on towards a potential trip cap coming through. And this is probably going to be it for map number 1, as the A is going to tick over. B may tick over. Nope, they're actually going to hold on to this, but it doesn't matter. You need to get 2. They will be on towards C, but it's only going to be a matter of time at this point. It is going to be 247, 280 right now, and this, you know, Status Who is basically only seconds away from claiming this map.
Yeah, this should be GG's, and it is GG's. Status Who takes map 1 on recharge strongholds, and with...
And then we're going to see what happens. But, I mean, before we get to the Aquarius neutral bomb, first of all, I know it's, you know, it's the exciting new thing. We got to talk about it. We have a Street Slayer first, and that, you know, not really new in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think anybody in competitive Halo is just excited to talk about neutral bomb. So I'll put the brakes on that right now as we see a 4-1 lead in favor of First Minion. Rusty at the laundry area trying to jump up and take the enemy out with him, but at least calls out the enemy doing damage onto him, gets the assist. So now 2-6 is the score. First Minion doing a great job of taking the time in between the last map to communicate and coordinate as a team to make sure they're on the same page before loading in.
Yep, and this would have been a big flank out of Yeti, but unfortunately is going to get caught. And that camo is still on the ground, has not been picked up by any players there. Some great shots there from infraction, but we'll end up trading out 1 for 1. Yambo is going to be the next player up, trying to get something done inside of tires here. He's going to go for the melee and is going to completely miss it. So that's going to be a bit of an issue there as that player goes down. A big hero nade from Yeti is going to save a teammate there, but everyone falls. The camo's on the floor. Evan is finally going to slam that one home. They're only down by 2. And I guess, well, I said Streets didn't actually have that many changes, but that shotgun is gone. It was replaced by a sidekick here, and you're going to see some great scouting out here by Evan. Is going to spot where these players are. The camo goes back into play, and you know that where most of these players are should be able to get a back smack on. At least one of them is just going to walk in, shoot one in the side, looking to make it 2. A double kill. The camo getting put to great use here as all 4 go down from First Minion, and that is going to be Status Who taking the lead.
Yeah, Status 2 just doing a great job of honestly just walking into that back A area and just taking out the enemies one by one. Felt like First Minion just let them get just let themselves get wiped out a little too easily. Right now, First Minion fight back though. Slug gets a nice slay onto the enemy, so now we're seeing chaos ensue throughout C. 13-13, 10 minutes left. This lead is still in favor for First Minion. They're now pushing out of that C area, realizing that they need to start moving across the map, not just, you know, hunkering down at one end and waiting for the other team to push them. They need to actually be aggressive here, and they still have their lead after what was just a very, very scary moment, and it grows to 3 kills once again.
Yep, we are going to see as Slug is going to continue just going around the outside and is going to find another. Evan is going to fall down. Slug, you know, trying to stay alive, but does get away. Is up to 10 kills as well. The only player in the lobby at double digits so far, and that is, you know, over half the kills of the team right now. They have 20 kills. 10 of them are in Slug's pocket right now. As you're going to see Trusty as well with 8 assists, you know, not doing a whole lot in the kill department, but is definitely assisting on a bunch of those Slug kills. As you're going to see Trusty going to slide in, gets another assist as well. It's going to be First Minion taking this lead, and they are expanding it here. It's up to 7 as they're continuing to go away.
Yeah, Trusty and Slug just looking like they're playing ranked duos. I will not lie. It's their ability just to move together and stay coordinated and play off each other is amazing. They're just having their third and fourth, with all due respect to Infraction and Yeti. They're great players, able to keep up with Slug and Trusty, but they're just doing a great job of, you know, setting the 2 strong players in the team and having everybody else play around them. Even though they go down 3 members right there, they're still able to coordinate where they're spawning up and make sure that they're not getting giving away any easy deaths off their spawns. Right now, we see everybody kind of take a second just to slow down, analyze what's happening. We see Evanator trying to take out the enemy at bottom C. Does not really get the shots though, backs off. Looks like Status 2 gets a pick off screen. 21-25. A couple minutes have been played since I've last, you know, called out that scoreboard. And now that lead is just consistently just staying even for First Minion as they drop a member. So 26-23 was when I saw that. So I hope that they'll take note of that. If we don't go off what the caster says competitively. I'm just saying that that's what I saw, and I hope that they're able to fix the scoreboard and keep that 2 to 3 kill lead intact. I think with how the stream is going, I love yapping, but I'm gonna take a second, send it to break while we load back in. So we'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere.
Get a little bit of luck and cast a couple of matches against the stand out loud LHC Savage, I know, represents a lot of people in the regular community. Very well known, very well respected.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Fox trying to get
go for it.
Collapse onto the team, capture that point right there. Even by the 3 down, and they are going to be spawning at C, but again, Savage is going to just be a pest, kind of jump up. Just the initial chaos right now is going to go into the favor of Loud Wine, but nothing too affirmative yet.
Yep, you will see, and you know, for once the colors actually line up with a team, so I kind of appreciate that. But I mean, right now Loudline will be looking to try and make this trip cap, and that push from Crows and going forward is going to be a chance here, as they will get all 3. It has the camo as well, which I think just about ran out, and you're going to see Divide is going to be spawning out on the C side. They will pick up C, so that's going to stem the bleeding a little bit in terms of, you know, the double points gathering up as fast as they are. But it does look like they're going to put a halt to that, and then that's probably about as far as they're going right now. They are going to be pushing here towards the B side. Frozen's going to repulse one away and continue to fire off shots here, but I mean, right now, E-Divided, I think, is kind of being stalled here at the halfway point. They're not really able to break across to the B side of the map. They're just getting stuck out here in the open field.
Ready.
And we're back, and actually, Status Who is immediately caught up here, so it did restart at 26-23 after the crash, and Status Who immediately gains another 5 kills to even up the score dead even. And right as I say that, First Minion's going to take 2 extra kills, one going back the other way. I don't know. Maybe they're a little upset about that crash out there. Poor Slug, they're having the game of a life. Then is immediately gonna, crash out, and everyone all of a sudden decides to just crank the pace up to 11 because we are going fast.
Yeah, it's just back and forth, like a game of basketball. Like one hoop is at C and the other hoop is at A. Look how much these teams are just going back and forth across the map. I think it's like the third or fourth time we've seen both teams like flip the spawns and run right back. 33-31 is the score. Yambo 1x with the stock rifle in hand gets the repulse and pancake onto the enemy. Oh my lord, that was dirty. I would hate to be the player in red right there as we get the killing spree badge and the badge and double kill badge. I want to make sure I'm getting my words here properly, chat. But Yambo continues to output damage with that red gun. Now, feeling confident as Status Who take the lead by 7 kills.
Yep, they're able to take it, and they're just pulling away now, right? I mean, whatever was going on before, Slug has not really had it going since the crash, and that probably... I mean, if you're having a game like what Slug was having previously, that would definitely throw me off for sure, if that is basically what happened here. As you can see, the players are continuing to just charge forward here, but Status Who's up to 8 kills now, make it 9, actually still 8, excuse me, but they are just still taking charge right now. And First Minion, you got to slow it down somehow. I know the pace of this game has been incredibly high, and Yambo is not actually going to be able to spend that camo. It does look like it's down on the ground, so that is available. That should be calmed out to the team. As Status Who lose 3 players here, and all of a sudden lead down to 5. So, maybe don't take my advice. You don't need to listen to the cast who doesn't know what he's talking about, because apparently you can just put, all gas, no brakes, charge forward, and apparently it's working because First Minion now only down by 3.
Shio's been watching too much Call of Duty, that's all I'll say. Infractions takes the slay at B rail. Right there, 46-42 is the score. 3 down for First Minion, and all jokes aside, I definitely think it is a little frustrating for First Minion to, drop out, and in the matter of like 2 to 3 minutes, they're now about to go down 2-0 in the series after having such a strong start. That's the power of SSG crash out, if you will. You didn't hear that from me, or maybe you did. But right there, all due respect to our homies at Space Station. It's all love and support for the scene in Halo. But enough yapping from me. 50-43 is the score. Well, no need to. Arm the bomb off Yambo's point of view. Take the bomb. About 10 seconds being left here. Just reading everything on the screen, while we get started. 2 members of First Minion go down, while Status Who are able to keep 3 members alive. So that team in red will be on the back foot for these opening engagements in Aquarius.
Yep, and Trusty will secure that camo here, so they are going to have that out on the map. It does look like the bomb is going to be down on the ground here, though. A little bit more towards the side of First Minion's base. You can see Trusty going to engage in the gunfight, try to stay alive, and is not going to succeed in doing so. So that's camo down. Camo is going to be burned there, not getting too much out of it. I think maybe, maximum 2 kills out of it, but the bomb is going to get reset. It goes right back into the neutral position. Evan is going to fall. Yambo's going to be here with this bomb, trying to push it forward a little bit, but is going to get caught. The doorway kind of blocking him in, actually. He's trying to jump backwards out and gets stuck on the door frame. Cost him his life, but Trusty will fall here, and, it's going to be a big battle down the middle as of right now. So we're going to see which team, you're going to see Status Who's going to be pushing this one up as of right now. And, well, for the time being, there's going to be not too much going on in terms of the objective.
Yeah, this is kind of what I don't like. It's just you kind of end up in this little bit of a stalemate situation where you're trying to force the bomb in, but everybody's just spawning in their own fridge or in their back base, and it just makes it really tough. And this is what I mean about getting those slays. In oddball and flag, you do have a little bit of grace to move. I can, still go, 6 and 28 in the heavy 8th lobbies, and we can still pull out the W if I'm still efficient with what I move, with where I move. And I just don't think that's the case. If you have a teammate in this game mode going like triple negative, it's going to be hard for the team to come back. So getting the slays like Slug is doing at that P with the map control and that camo coming up is going to be so crucial right now. That bomb gets thrown out of the red base, so like, with that camo coming up, everybody's in chaos. We go from nothing happening to suddenly a lot happening, Shio. So that camo is moving and that bomb is moving near that bottom mid area.
Yep, the one thing to note, I know some players like to toss objectives, but if you're carrying that bomb, I don't believe it shows up on the map. So you're completely invisible. As you can see, he's gonna hop up on, and yeah, we're gonna finally see some use out of this. And unfortunately, it does look like a smack comes through. The bomb's gonna get tossed off, making great use of that new hop-ups that we did see, which I hear are a little bit inconsistent on a couple of these maps. They're not really the most functional. I know the Forbidden one, there's a big thing about that, and I believe there was a second map where this was not working either, so curious to see if that's going to be a problem, I guess. But we did get, a little bit close and a little bit of objective time there, but they are not able to fully arm a bomb, and that does mean that for the time being, we are going to remain scoreless for the next little bit as shots are going to come through. I'm not sure. Well, Slug died to somebody there and almost had the last shot, but the bomb is going to be in the back of the first minion base here, and they're going to go for this, but Infraction standing here waiting is going to get shot in the back and will end up falling, so this is going to open up a gap here, but there's going to be players just continuously spawning in, and this is kind of the problem that I was saying about Aquarius. The players just spawn so close, it's just so hard to actually get one of those bombs, get a plant down just because they spawn so close, and you're just dealing with wave after wave of players.
Yeah, it's just tricky. It's just chaos, and I don't know if Aquarius is the best map for it, or if there's just something we're missing. But just getting back on the action, there's just chaos happening. 3 members of First Minion drop as Status Who go 2 down, so everybody is just trying to be frantic with the information that they have. Looks like everyone's been coming in off their spawn for First Minion to take control of their back base once again. Slug and Trusty drop, but Trusty is finally coming back up from the death screen. Infractions with the BR in hand does not get the damage onto top mid as they wanted to. Drop now has a massive opportunity to do a lot of damage and maybe get a plant here if they're able to take this last enemy out in the red or in the blue base. Excuse me. Whichever one is your color preference, J Nova. I know you might have something to say about colors, but we'll save that for later. Right now, with 7.5 minutes being played, excuse me, 7.5 minutes being left here. Looks like First Minion are just doing a great job of coming off off spawn and getting Status Who away from their own base, but that's just the story of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shio, but we've really just seen First Minion just come up from the fridge and Status Who just hold that top mid comfortably. Nothing really in not much back and forth like we saw last map.
I mean, First Minion is just struggling to just push out of their base, right? Like for the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, it seems like the entire map has just been on their half of the map. The bomb has stayed over here on their side. It's going to reset in a moment here, I believe. But you can just see the pressure, right? First Minion's going to lose every player actually here. All 4 are going to go down. The bomb has a chance to get thrown up here. As you can see, every player spawning out here over towards the fridge. They've been forced out of the base. The bomb is going to be held in the hands of someone from this side of Status Who's. They're trying to get this over onto the site, but it does look like it's down below. This opportunity may have been missed here. They're going to lose 2 more players, and it does look like Status Who might have lost their chance. All the players are spawning up from the side of First Minion here, but it's just not going to be enough. They can't get the bomb over there in time. I almost called it a spike. This is not Valorant. This is, in fact, a different game mode. As you can see, First Minion's running it now to the other side of the map. It's going to be on the ground, but, finally First Minion breaks out of their base. They get this bomb all the way to the other side of the map. And, for once, they have a little bit of semblance of control on this map.
Yeah, First Minion just frankly making god plays after spawning up all 4 of their members in their fridge, just making god plays. And now Evenator gets taken out trying to grab that camo, so First Minion out of nothing in these last couple seconds now have an opportunity to maybe, just maybe, get a plant in the enemy base if this situation unfolds in their favor. 3 versus 3 on the map right now. This 1v1's gonna be massive. Zuko said, I'm not Uko, I'm not someone help me out here. Zuko, thank you. Zuko. It's Zuko? Tuco, not Zuko. Okay, Tuco, not Zuko. Thank you. Just making sure. Gets taken out right there. Apologies if you're watching the VOD and you're like, Queso got my name wrong. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Evenator at bottom mid trying to grab that ball, but just chaos. And Shio, you might be right. This is going to be a low-scoring game.
I mean, it's just based on what we saw yesterday. It's just so hard to get a plant down, right? You spend the entire game just trying to get it over there, and then they spawn up, and you, like, unless someone goes absolutely nuclear, and actually, if you think about it, this probably would have been a good reason to kind of keep the OS on this map, because you actually would have someone who'd be able to tank their way through multiple waves of players. if you did have that OS. Unfortunately, it's gone. It's not available this time. You can see First Minion trying to push this up, and Fraction's going to be in the Status Who base, trying to clear things out, and is going to, go 1-for-1 with Yambo there. 2 dead on the side of Status Who, but 3 go down for First Minion, which means this bomb is probably not going to make much more forward progress. It will get picked up by Status Who. Going to be invisible running around the map. They don't know where he's gone. They don't know where he is until he drops it on the ground. And, I mean, you can't take a gunfight if you have that bomb in hand, although we did see a couple kills with it yesterday with people getting smacked with that bomb in hand. But again, 4 minutes on the clock. At the rate we're going, probably going to overtime. And, I mean, given how things have gone as well yesterday, overtime is not going to be enough either. We may be seeing a whole new map, depending on how the next 7 minutes are going to go. But Tuco's going to pick this one up. 2 dead on the side of First Minion. They should be spawning over towards the fridge, which should give a possible opportunity. He's going to walk out into 4 players, basically. Every single player from First Minion is going to be standing there waiting as the players are going to continue to just get gunned down. The camo in Evan's hands is going to be big here. Guy finds one from behind, looking to find the other player top mid, gets that double kill as well, and is going to try to go for this plant. The arming is coming through. We're going to see if the visibility, the grenade does enough damage to make him visible, and the bomb will get thrown off again. So, Status Who had their chance there, and they weren't able to capitalize it. And, we reset, we go again.
God plays coming out of First Minion off their spawns. I keep telling you, I feel crazy for saying, oh, it's God plays in HRL. No, dude, this is literally just impressive resilience coming out of First Minion. And First Minion trying to just fight back, realizing that they're in the back foot, spawning up in their literal fridge on Aquarius. We all know how terrible of a spawn that is, and yet they still keep the score 0-0 with 3 minutes left. This is a massive moment for them in their entire season. I feel like if they're able to take this map, you never know what we could see unfold with that belief and that fight coming out from them. Tuco at that bottom mid, trying to be the one who knocks, gets their shields back. Right now it's a 4v3. First Minion trying to push up, or excuse me, it's Status Who trying to push up, while First Minion are trying to just take a step back, wait for their 4th member to spawn in, and analyze what's happening. Prop takes out Infractions at the bottom mid, but Trusty is in there just to bring that ball back to that heat wave spawn. Nothing happening in the score department just yet. Both teams are just locked even right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing every which way right now. It's just back and forth. We're down to 2 minutes on the clock here, and we'll get those bonus 3 minutes as well. The First Minion, trying to get something going. Yeti will have that camo, so they will have that available to try and make some flanking plays, try and do something sneaky with it, or maybe even just take the bomb and just go completely invisible with this thing as they're going to try to transition it across the map. Gonna see if there's some team support here. Maybe looking for the back smack, and will get one on towards Evan. Is going to continue with that bomb, and oh, Yeti, you got to remember. Yeah, there you go. You remember that these exist, and is going to go get on towards the point. I mean, thought about it, but is going to have to duck off, and unfortunately, he's going to get spotted out. The camo runs out, and now that bomb's going the other way.
Status Who, so smart right there. They literally just saw those toes in the point and said, we have enough information. Literally saw that camo with their camo eyes and just took out the enemy. 2v2 on the map, so Status Who are having another opportunity to take that ball away from their util. And right now it's just chaos. First Minion doing a good job of putting pressure at that mid, making Status Who not comfortable specifically in First Minion's area of the map right now. And Yambo trying to move that ball like Marshawn Lynch, not enough, gets taken out. Maybe should have just gotten that slay before they pick up that that bomb, excuse me. It's going to take a little getting used to, but whenever you pick up that bomb, that's just instant information you're giving to the opposing team, and at this level, that information can be the difference between a victory and a loss.
No, absolutely here. I mean, the timer's counting down once again. Probably looking at going to overtime here at this point. You can see the slaying is heavily in favor of Status Who, and they still haven't been able to get a single plant out, which is a testament right now to First Minion's defense and the way they've been clutching up in some of these key moments here. That's going to be 2 dead here on either side. A Crop Dustin will go down. Tuco, last player alive, is trying to run for that one and try to spot where that bomb is going. The camo is going to be up as well. Is trying to just chase down this one player, is going to smack him. There you go. Picks up the kill on towards Trusty. And with that bomb down and available, there's nobody from First Minion really transitioning to this side of the map to be able to help out. So, the one player has a great nade actually there out of Tuco. The camo, I think, is down, or at least might have been popped by somebody on the map. But now, you're trying to see if there's going to be a chance for Status Who to march across the map here in the dying seconds of regulation. Actually, can't even say that because we're already in overtime. It's 2.5 minutes to go on the clock. The clock has been extended here as they're trying to take this and run this to the base. We're going to see where First Minion spawning up. They're already on top of it, it looks like, and that's going to be a big play there. Infraction is going to get one. Yeti's going to slide in, is going to go 1-for-1 as well. And now it's all down to Trusty, who's going to get naded out of position. And, it's going to basically be all on Trusty here, but nope. Time is... Wasn't there 2.5 minutes on the clock?
A little chalked, but...
Slight levels, It is what it is sometimes, though. There's not much that you can do about it. Unfortunately, that just means we go again. So, we load right back in to Aquarius neutral bomb here, and it's going to be Crop now. Gonna have that camo, gonna have that bomb as well, trying to make the run. There's gonna be 2 players down from the side of First Minion who are just coming back up online. And you can see Crop is gonna be holding on to this, gonna be lying in wait here, is gonna go for the smack and is not able to finish that one off. The bounce back means that they're able to pick it up and toss it off. So, the sneaky mission going in, not fully successful, unfortunately, here. And that is gonna give First Minion another defensive chance here as we head into, the first minute of time. Time is ticking really fast, actually, it feels like, as they're pushing through 2 dead, actually, from Status Who. Means that defense is going to be had. The bomb is on its way over. We can see it on the minimap, or minimap on the map. There's no minimap in Halo. Who am I kidding? So you're going to see Trusty going to find another one here. But that bomb is going to be down, and with Trusty falling and 3 players dead on First Minion, this is going to be a push out now from Status Who.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky situation. We might be in here for a while, I won't lie. I can just imagine the situations where we're at Worlds just sitting and, we have FaZe Clan versus TSM just stuck on Aquarius bomb for like 20 minutes, and then the crowd goes wild once, someone, drops that bomb. But hopefully this might be the last engagement here. Kind of seeing a real life playtest, if you will. I'm kind of treating that a little bit in my mentality, just expecting, just seeing what to expect in a season filled with competitive bomb in the HCS. So right now, focusing on the action, bandit in hand. Yeti takes out the enemy at par 2, but the enemy gets the trade. So that was 3 down for a second for First Minion. So Status Who should be able to take advantage of the numbers on the map right now. That was almost a nice nade. That was a sticky that would have been insane, but no, that was just a frag. So it bounces off. Evanator 3000 passing that heat wave like a true gentleman, bomb in hand, trying to make something happen. But that's the story of the game mode. You try to get that bomb and camo, play a little too clean, and you get taken out. Sometimes you just need to play some dirty Halo and oddball and just drag that oddball across the map, drag that flag across the map, and just tap that in. And just that game mode doesn't have that space for it. 9 minutes left, it's still a 0-0. And this is our map 3 reset, basically. 4 down for First Minion.
Yeah, I'm not expecting too much in terms of, trying to get it happen here, but Crop Justin is going to be on the point, is going to be dropping that bomb, so it's not going to be armed yet, is waiting for some kind of backup as the players are going to come flying through, and they're going to just toss the bomb off the platform. I guess that's the other problem of doing that type of thing, where you're going to drop it and wait. Someone just comes sliding in and just gets rid of it. Big double kill, though, from Evan, is going to pick things up, and this is going to be an arm coming through. First Minion needs to get a player there in time. They're not going to be able to do so. Wait, where's the point? Okay, there it is. All right, I was like, all right, well, I'm pretty sure that went through, or unless someone dropped it in early. But no, that is going to be it. Status Who is going to claim.